As I continue up the canyon here, the temperature is indeed dropping. So at the mouth of the canyon, we were at 45 degrees. It's now 37. It's definitely trying to turn into snow. How successful it'll be, well, we'll just have to figure that out as the night continues on. I think tonight we're in for a wet and wild one. I want to thank you all for joining me. Welcome to the Bosky Net adventure. Let's get going. Oh yeah, certainly starting to turn into snow here. But man, there's been a lot of snow meltage. That used to be a huge berm right there. I'm really looking forward to this. It's just a little bit wet in the woods tonight. It started off snowing, but over here it's turned back into rain. Gotta head up the trail here. So I guess I better not procrastinate anymore and get going. It is a little steep and slippery, of course. Yep, we appear to be right at that sweet spot in temperature where it's going to switch back and forth in between snow and rain. The snow, I guess, would be kind of ideal, but I'll take the rain. I think I'm going to put the camera away here for a moment. I gotta push through the trees here, and I'm gonna need both hands. So I'll catch back up with you all here in just a little bit once I get into camp. Well, this is where we normally hammock camp. Let's go check out here, because I know the storm, it's going to pass come the morning. So we'll see if there's a spot over here to pitch, and that way in the morning we get the cool mountain views. Let's do some prospecting. I've done that spot before. You know what? I do think I'm in a mood to pack down some ground right here. That way when I wake up in the morning, the mountain right back there will have uncovered itself. Yeah, let's set up here. This should be good. right, we have ourselves some shelter now. I love the Backwoods Bungalow, especially for this reason. This is why I bought it. I love having this. Once I get into the tent, I'll have all of this view to myself, and it'll be awesome. Now, I did pack everything up into a dry sack inside the backpack tonight. Yes, I knew it was going to be raining, and I sure didn't want anything to get wet. All right, well, we got everything all set up. Every now and then the peak likes to show itself. Let's see if I can get a better shot here real quick. It's unhiding itself back there. I'm going to shed the rain jacket for now. It's not too damp. We'll just go ahead and set it up over there. Pull out an extra sweater right now, because that is all I need. Oh yeah. There we go. Perfect. Loving this. I love my Backwoods Bungalow. There's a couple of you subscribers who also have the Backwoods Bungalow. I think we all bought it specifically for nights like this, right? Whether it's rain or snow, yeah, this is why we have it. It provides so much room right here. There's lots of room in the tent, plenty of room for your backpack and gear. And the awning is just absolutely fantastic. This is an awesome setup. It's just coming down out here. This is a good snow. I'm enjoying every minute of it. Sweet. Let's do a temperature check now. Yeah, so as you can see, we are just barely on the edge of snowing right here. It does not feel 32, 33 degrees out. It feels warmer. So we may just be skirting in between rain and snow here for the next couple of hours. The weather report does state that the rain and snow mixture is supposed to be with us till about midnight tonight. However, it did say that it was supposed to be way windier right now than what it is. So I'm wondering where exactly we are in the storm. For example, it said that we were going to have gusts up to 30 miles an hour. But as you can see, there is no wind, and the rain-snow mixture is just falling straight down. Now, after the wet part of this storm, the temperature is supposed to drop significantly. Again, the weather forecast states that by tomorrow morning, the 7, 8 o'clock time period, we're supposed to be in the teens. All this moisture is supposed to push out, and a major dip in the temperature is supposed to come in. As with all of our adventures, we're just going to have to see what the morning brings. But as for right now, it is snowing, it's wet, not necessarily cold. It's beautiful. But while we're enjoying the snow right now, let's go ahead and throw on some hot chocolate. Like I said, I got up here way earlier than what I thought I would. It's only 4:44 right now. Oh my goodness. I wasn't expecting to have everything done and set up till at least 5 o'clock. Oh well, let's see here. Yeah, hot chocolate time. Let's do this. This thing has absolutely been my favorite stove of this winter season. Even though I was expecting to use it in much colder, much harsher conditions. It's warming up just a bit. I don't know if it's picking it up, but there's more rain than snow in that right now. I think I'll have a granola bar too. The snow just comes in waves. Snow, rain, whatever it decides. It comes in waves, though. I don't know what my obsession is, but I like to dunk things into hot chocolate. All right, well, another cloud has decided to overtake the valley. We can no longer see our mountain, so we're about to get into the thick of it again. The snow's starting to pick up once again. However, I am noticing the snow is starting to fall into the southerly direction. So it is looking like the northern push of this storm might be reaching us. So there was a reason why I parked myself by that tree right here. That'll act as a good wind block for me. That tree will act as a good wind block for me should the wind decide to show up. But while things are relatively calm, and because I'm starting to get hungry, let's go ahead and start making some dinner, why don't we? I'm just going to steam up the tortillas here real quick. Oh yeah. That looks to be about half. I don't know. Maybe I'll just do large taco style. Throw a good heap of cheese down. There's one. Yeesh, this is going to be a lot of food. Let's dive in. Bon appetit. This is way better than the ramen that I had in the last camp. So, as you can see, I've kind of decided to go into hunkering down mode. Another round of snow is heading our way. I don't know how well the camera's picking that up, but yeah, it's storm mode time. Huh. I may actually drop this in for this evening too, because I don't know what direction the wind's really gonna come from. But dinner was fantastic. That was tasty. I liked it a whole lot better than the ramen. But we did a temperature check right before hunkering down, and it looks like we're just at about 30 degrees right now. So not too bad on that front. But it's getting on in hours. I think as it stands right now, I'm gonna go ahead and crawl into the sleeping bag. I boiled a whole bunch of water, filled up my Nalgene bottle, wrapped a sock around it. That's going to go into the sleeping bag. And it's going to be quite toasty. But yeah, I think I'm just going to drop this other side of the awning, go into full-blown storm mode. Don't really know what's heading my way. Hop into the sleeping bag. And I think I may just throw on a movie tonight. I downloaded a couple more John Wayne movies to my phone, so I think I'm going to throw one on for right now. It's dark outside. I can't see the mountains anymore. So my awesome view is gone. If the wind picks up, if it starts getting stormy or anything tonight, like Wicked and Wild, I'll be sure to bring y'all back, but I'm not expecting that it will. I think tonight, like I said, at around midnight, it's supposed to be getting even gentler than what it's already been, with a sudden drop in the temperature. What I'll do is I'll still use a trekking pole. Push that out just a bit, kind of just like that. That way, if any more snow comes, it all gets pushed off. Yep. Plus, it really does open up this vestibule area. I hadn't thought of that before. That's quite awesome. Anywho, that's just me trying new things, but yeah, I'm gonna sign off now for reals this time. But let's see here. Yeah, breakfast in the morning, by the way. I'm making a breakfast sandwich. I'm gonna enjoy the views. Hopefully I'm up before the sunrise. I'm usually early riser, so yeah, I think I'll beat the sun. But yeah, I guess enough chit-chatting. We'll see you all in the morning. Good night now. That was a good one. Wow. Ski resorts are really doing some blasting right now. Good morning, everyone. Oh my goodness, what an evening, what a morning. Just as the weatherman predicted, it got chilly. Oh my goodness, yeah. 14 degrees right now. It is very much chilly out. That was an eventful evening, to say the least. There was just a little bit of teenager action, but the surprise of the night was certainly the coyotes. That was about 12:30 last night. So I don't know how well the audio picked that up and everything, but there was a group right over, like, just right over here, right? And then another one just to my north. So they were communicating back and forth. You know, they did that for a couple of minutes. Then they moved on to somewhere down the valley because I could hear the echo come up. So, and then there was a third time where they were again back in this area. So I don't know if it was just the two different groups that I was hearing, or that they kind of all were just scouting around, traveling together. But that was definitely interesting to hear them. That is the first time that I've heard coyotes in this area, so kind of a surprise. But the coyotes weren't the only things that I heard last night. Two owls also moved into the neighborhood for a bit. But I wasn't able to capture that audio all that well. One was certainly closer than the other, and, you know, they were on the hunt. But it's just a fabulous morning here. It's about 7 a.m. right now. It is cold, cold, cold for sure. But let's see here. While the hands are still somewhat warm and everything else, I think I'm going to start boiling some water for some hot chocolate. Also, put away the sleeping bag and sleeping pad. Get that all set to go inside of here while the water's boiling. And then we'll make ourselves some breakfast. So hang in there real quick with me as I get all situated this morning. And we'll get going. I think the stove can tell that it's a colder morning too. But we'll insulate it from that aluminum table here for a moment. I'm sure it was helping to suck all the heat out of the stove. The stove's a champ. It's not gonna give up on us. This stove was made for this cold weather, by the way. Now that's the thing about a memory foam pillow when it's so cold out. The thing's like trying to stuff an oversized rock into a small bag. Oh my goodness. I've got a time lapse going, and so we'll be able to watch all of this in its true glory. But there's a sneak preview. Yeah, that's so pretty. Gotta turn it down now so that I don't scorch my egg. But the stove, you can certainly control it. That's what I like about it. You're gonna hear me continue to rave about this thing. Packed my egg away into a little container like this so that it wouldn't break. Perfect. I'm going to put on a slice of habanero pepper jack cheese. It is just absolutely cold here, so I have to keep putting the bread and everything back into the frying pan so as to keep it warm. However, I think we're good now. Oh yeah. Yum. Take just a quick minute to kind of scrape and clean all the stuff off of the pan. There you go. That'll be good. All right, breakfast time. Let's dive in. Fantastic. Very good. Hot. Way hot. Well, we got some glimpses of the sunrise hitting the peaks. There still are some clouds in the sky, and it interrupts the glow from time to time. But we'll go ahead and watch that time lapse now together and just enjoy it. I need my gloves on for this. Everything is quite chilly. All right, our final temperature check for the morning. 16 degrees Celsius, -8. It's a chilly one. Packed up all my trash. Make sure to take it with you. All right, everyone. Well, it's that time in our adventure. Time to head on home. I do hope that you enjoyed this one with me. Kind of reverse order with all the weather. Usually when I get to camp, it's all nice weather, and then it turns into rain or snow. But we kind of had the opposite this adventure, didn't we? Started off with quite a bit of snow. Ended with the magnificent views. It's just been absolutely gorgeous up here, and I've loved every minute of it. I hope you have too. If you like the content that I'm providing and you want to support the Boskynet adventure, be sure to like and subscribe. It really does help the channel. And all my subscribers out there, thank you so much for joining me. It's always a pleasure to have you along. I want to thank you all once again for joining me. We'll see you next time. Bye now. All right. I don't know if you can see that, but there's my coyote track. So he came around this area right through here, actually headed up in that direction. So it looks like it was just one on this side that I was hearing. Pretty cool though.